everyone, it's lovely to see you. It seems ages since we've been in school, and we've got a special story for you today. Right, I've got something to show you. Can anyone tell me what sort of a book this is? It's a very old one. It's called a Bible. And the Bible is a big book all about God and Jesus. I've got some more Bibles to show you. I've got a very big one here. Look at that. That's very big, but it's just got the same stories in. And here's another one. This is a small one, but this has got the stories in different sort of writing. That's called a Greek Bible. And here is another kind of Bible. I like this one because it's got pictures in it. It's the open the book storyteller Bible, and we use this one a lot. You may know that the Bible contains many stories, but did you know that these stories link together to form one long story about God and the people here on earth? Today, we're going to hear the very first story in the Bible. Before we start our story, there are some actions that you can join in. Sometimes in our story, there are some flying things. So you can make some flying things with your hands, flying up and flying down. There are also splashing things, things that live in the water. So you can make fish and whales and sea lions and seals. And then there are creeping things and climbing things and running things. And you could join in when we're telling the story. So listen out for the clues when you need to join in. So let's open the book at the story called In the Beginning.
At first, there wasn't anything at all, nothing. So God set to work, but he didn't use his hands or a special machine. He spoke, that's all. He said,
"I'd like some light."
and there was light, brighter than a summer morning or 1,000 Christmas candles. God spoke again.
"Sky. I'd like some sky and some water underneath."
And sure enough, there it was, the bright blue sky with the dark blue heavens above it and blue-green sea below.
"Earth."
That's what God said next, hard and firm, as if he really meant it. And the blue-green of the waters parted, and there was dry land underneath, great patches of it, dirt black and brown, here and there, all over the world.
"We need some colour."
God whispered, as if he were thinking aloud. And quivering with excitement, green, growing things crept up out of the dark earth, then burst into blossom, red, orange and blue. Pine trees and palm trees, rose bushes and blackberry bushes, tulips and chrysanthemums. God shouted next,
"Day, shining sun. Night, shining moon. Bright, shining stars."
and there they were for morning and evening, summer and winter, time and heat and light. After that, God called to the sky as if he were expecting some kind of answer.
"Come forth flying things.
And through the clouds they came, flying high and low, flying large and small. Eagles and insects, hummingbirds and hawks. Then he called to the sea.
Come forth, splashing things.
And they came to him, leaping right up through the waves, sailfish and swordfish, dolphins and trout, great grinning humpback whales. Finally, God called to the earth.
Come forth, walking things, crawling things, running, hopping, climbing things.
And sure enough, they came up from the burrows, down from the trees, out of the high grass, and across the open plains. Now everything was ready, good and ready. So God spoke again.
Man and woman.
Is what he said, as if he were calling the names of his very best friends. And out of the dust came Adam and Eve to enjoy all that God had made, to take care of it for him and to talk with him.
This is the way things ought to be. This is what I call good.
Wow, that was a pretty amazing story, wasn't it? From nothing to all these wonderful things. Which part of the story did you like best? Perhaps you'd like to draw a picture of your favourite things. Next time, we're going to tell you the next part of the story. We'll be finding out what happened to the beautiful world that God made. Let's close our eyes for a moment and think of something beautiful you have seen. It might be the sea, a river, a tree, a flower. It might be a colourful butterfly, a shiny conker, or a bright tropical fish. Have a think about that now. Right, we're going to sing a song about God's got the whole world in his hands. And Mike's going to help us sing it.
And it starts like this. He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 Then he's got you and me, brother, and you and me, sister. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got you and me, sister, in his hands. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Then he's got the tiny little baby. Maybe you've got a tiny little baby. Have you? In your family? Here we go. He's got the tiny little baby in his hands. He's got the tiny little baby in his hands. He's got the tiny little baby in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Now, he's got the wind and the waves in his hands. He's got the wind and the waves in his hands. He's got the wind and the waves in his hands. He's got the wind and the waves in his hands. He's got sung, everybody?
Now I'm going to say a prayer, and if you want to make it your prayer too, you can say Amen at the end with me. Right. Dear God, thank you for all the beautiful things you have made. Please help us to enjoy them and look after them. Amen. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.